Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Spencer, and today we're going to be doing Scenario 4 of the Rise of Red Skull, Zola, and his mutant freaking minions. There's a hair on my head. This scenario, we'll be taking our Black Panther Jusitce deck. If you've been following along, you've seen we've been modding it, we've been tweaking it. And yeah, we're going to get down to the table, and we're going to see if we can't take out Zola. Let's get started. Alright, welcome back down to the table. Rise of Red Skull. Let's see, Absorbing Man, Taskmaster, Zola. Alright, so we defeated the Taskmaster. Let's see what happens. What's going on, Taskmaster? How did Hydra conquer New York City? It's not just New York, babe. Hydra rules all of America now. Madam Hydra brought Zola the Reality Stone. Then the Doctor used its power to put Hydra in charge. Where is Zola now? He set up shop on Ellis Island. Rumor has it he's doing weird experiments there, trying to develop the perfect soldiers for Hydra. I've heard enough. Let's go get him. So, Zola. Let's see. Having defeated Taskmaster, you learn that Hydra has not only captured New York City, but all of the United States. It was the mad scientist Arnim Zola who built a machine to harness the power of the reality gem and tip the balance of power in Hydra's favor. He has created a research station for himself on Ellis Island and turned the historic port into a nightmarish prison for his unfortunate test subjects. Taskmaster was ordered to bring the heroes he captured there for experimentation. In this upside-down America, you are the only hope for the captives have to escape a horrible fate. So Zola 1 and 2 for standard. And we have the Zola set, under attack, standard set. And then the setup, we're going to put everything we have into play. If you remember, after scenario 1, we got our draw 5 cards. Maybe. There we go. And then we got our +4 hit points, +1 recover. And then in the third scenario, we actually rescued 1, 2, 3 allies. Moon Knight, Shang-Chi, and Elektra, all going into the deck. I'm going to shuffle that up here. Actually, I should probably make sure they're a little spread out, because I don't want them clumped up together. Okay, let's try this setting real quick. A bit more light. That helps the focus. And the basic recovery upgrade, I'm going to put that over. Yep, I'm going to put that over here. Just remember that I've got +4 hit points and I get a recovery of +1. This I don't need. Black Panther going to T'Challa, tactical standard. Still haven't used. We might use it this time. Zola is not to be trifled with. Alright. Put that there. Alright, Zola 1. He has 2 scheme, 1 attack. He retaliates for 1. I guarantee you I will probably forget that at least once. I'm not very good at remembering retaliate. And then we have the Island of Dr. Zola. Search the encounter deck for a Hydra prison and reveal it. Each player searches a copy for Ultimate Bioservant, puts it into play, shuffle the deck. This has 0 on it. It's got a 6 threshold. And then after step 1 of the villain phase, place 1 test counter on here, and then if 3 or more there, discard, and we're getting a minion. So every 3 turns we get a minion. Also, he has cards in there that can add test counters. Ultimate Bioservant comes in. Alright, toughness. He gets +1 attack for each attachment on it. 1/1. And then the Hydra Prison is a side scheme. Each player searches their deck and discard pile in hand for a hero-specific ally, places it face down beneath the scheme, and we get X threat on the scheme with the total cost of each allies. And then remove this from the game and get this to my hand. So we have to search for Shuri. Shuri. So this will have 3 threat on it. From the Hydra Prison. And that is something we want to take care of, because if we don't take care of it and we defeat Zola, then we lose that card for the next battle, for the final showdown. Alright, I think, oops. Alright, I think that's good. And then Zola is a 12 health minion, villain. Not minion, villain. Okay, and we are going to draw up to our hand size 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll set that there. And then we're going to do our setup, search our deck for a Black Panther upgrade. And I think I want them claws. Oh, that would have been next anyway. We're going to shuffle our deck. Welcome to Zola, shuffling your deck. That's pretty much what this has been so far. Okay. And we're going to put a tough on here. And let's not forget the retaliate. Alright, let's figure this out. For a side scheme, turn the tide after I defeat a side scheme. So if I do strength for Panther Claws, and then I do these two for Vibranium Suit, I can then flip I can turn the tide for a Wakanda Forever. That's not. First I will attack. I'll ping off the tough. And then I can't move 1 damage, but I can do 4 damage since this is the final, and that'll get rid of Ultimate Bioservant. There might have been a different way I could have went with that, but I think that's going to be good enough for the first go around. Alright, so we will draw back up to our hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's see what we get. Beat Cop, Golden City, Wakanda Forever, and Nick Fury. Ooh. I feel like a Nick Fury might be a good drop with 3 cards and a Wakanda Forever. Golden City, though, that's good to get early. We'll see what happens. One's going on the main scheme. And after one goes on the main scheme, we're going to put a test counter here. Zola is going to attack for 1 plus a boost card of nothing, and we get rid of advance. So I'm taking 1 damage, and I retaliate 1 back to him. And then my counter card's going to be the Power Gauntlets. We haven't forgot about those. They've shown up in every scenario. Every time he attacks and damages you, discard that. Discard a card from your hand. Sweet. So, what are we going to do? I think we get out Nick Fury. What's Nick Fury going to do? 4 damage to an enemy would be nice. That would be 8, 9, 10, 11. I could just burn through Zola 1 real quick. Not even worry about having this set up. Or I could draw 3 cards. Let's do that. 4 for Nick Fury. Nick Fury is going to come in and we're going to draw 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. Alright. We could get an Avengers Mansion out. Let's thwart for 2. And then thwart for 2. We'll get rid of the Hydra Prison and we'll put this card into our hand. Shuri. For an upgrade and add it to your hand. Or I could spend Avengers Mansion and Shuri. Oh, let's event Turn the Tide. After you thwart, remove side scheme 3 damage to an enemy. Let's do that. So that knocks him down to 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Alright, so he's down to 8. Then we're going to spend a physical and a science. And we're going to get rid of this. And then we are going to Wakanda Forever. So we're going to move 1 damage from me onto him. I don't know if that's a retaliate. I'm gonna know. Let's assume that it is. And then we'll deal 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's another retaliate. Well, yeah, I moved the damage. Okay. So 2 retaliate. That knocks him down to 3. Nick Fury can take a damage because he thwarted. Alright. Let's go on up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Ooh, Shang-Chi, Energy Daggers, Tactical Genius, Mockingbird. All good stuff. All good stuff. All good stuff. Lightning, stun an enemy. No lightning in my hand though. That's kind of a bummer. Alright, 1 on the main scheme, and then we're going to add test counter up here. Zola's going to attack. Nick Fury's going to block. 1 attack plus a boost card. Place 1 tester on the main scheme. For each test counter on the main scheme, Zola gets +1 scheme and +1 attack for this activation. Well, that's pretty brutal. So 3's on there. And that doesn't activate until next turn. So he's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 against Nick Fury. Nick Fury's going to go away either way. Alright. And then we need our encounter card, which is going to be... the villain attacks. So he'll attack Black Panther for 1 plus boost. Shuffle Zola's mutant into the encounter deck. Alright, so that gets shuffled back in. I take a damage. He takes a damage. Retaliate 1. I don't have a lightning resource, so that's kind of a bummer. Energy daggers will be good for minion helping. So let's get out energy daggers. And let's just attack for 2. That bumps him off. So we take care of that. So now we're on Zola 2. He comes in with 2 scheme, 2 attack. 1 revealed. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for the test subject side scheme and reveal it. So we're going to get a side scheme. Test subjects. Reveal it. He still has retaliate 1. Doesn't hit too hard, but test subjects. This is a side scheme. It is a fate worse than death. 1 defeated, the first player discards from the top of the encounter deck until they discard a minion, reveal that minion. So we either get the extra encounter or we're getting a minion. I'd really like to stun an enemy, but I think I'm just going to play him for free. Thwart for 2. We're just going to discard minions and reveal that minion. Hopefully it's nothing too brutal. Did say discard, right? Not to read. Discard cards until they discard a minion. Reveal that minion. Okay. So this is going to get revealed. It has quick strike, so I'll get hit for 2. 1, 2. But then he will get retaliated for 1 right back. Shang-Chi, he gets a little ping for his thwarting. And I don't think I need to worry about either of those 2. So we'll get rid of that. Alright. I think that's the end of my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I want to flip? He has a scheme of 0. So if I'm going to flip, no, I'll stay in hero form. Wakanda Forever, a Wiccan, Electra, and a Moon Knight. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh, forgot to put his health on there. He is at 14. A sip of coffee. And we are ready to roll. 1 on the main scheme. There. After resolving, place 1 test counter. I forgot about this. There are 3 or more. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck till a minion is discarded. And remove 3 test counters. So he reveals as quick strikes. We take another 2 damage. 1, 2. But then he takes a retaliate back. So that was step 1. Ooh. 2 damage to each enemy. So that can clear the board. That's pretty good. Let's see our encounter card. Hopefully it's not something too terrible. Let's see. Concussive Blast. 1 real duel each, 1 damage to each friendly character. Not too terrible. Alright. I don't have a Wiccan Agent Coulson. Alright, let's spend Agent Coulson for Wakanda Forever. Let's get that out of the way. We are going to move 1 damage from my hero to an enemy. So that's going to deal damage to him. He's going to retaliate. Then we're going to deal 2 damage to an enemy. So that's going to be Zola. And he'll retaliate for 1. And then we're going to deal 1 damage to the villain and each enemy engaged. But this is the last step in the sequence. So we are going to deal 2 damage to each. So that'll clear these 2 guys. These berserker mutates. And that'll deal 2 damage to Zola, putting him down to 9. Eight and 9. was Wakanda forever. Well, I guess the next move, I could do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, that would be it. So, let's get out Moon Knight and Elektra. Let's swing for 2 with Shang-Chi. That's going to take care of him. That's 2 attack. 1, 2. And let's swing with Moon Knight. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's going to deal a damage, consequential, and a retaliate. And then Elektra will swing for 3. Same thing. Consequential and retaliate. 1, 2, 3. And then Black Panther. 1, 2. Boom. 10 damage. No big deal. Took out Zola. That was a pretty, I would say, pretty lucky run through. I think the cards fell into favor. I've had some really horrible runs of Zola, but this one took care of that. So, let's go to our sheet here. Scenario for Zola. Let's see, victory here. Each player engaged with an enemy records their engaged with an enemy. We are not. We cleared the board. The Hydra Prison side scheme is still in play. It is not. If the Hydra scheme is not in play, I can replace my basic condition with its upgraded. So we're going to flip this from basic. We're going to flip it to improved. So now I get +4 hit points, +1 recovery, and after I use my recovery, I can exhaust this and draw a card. So that's pretty cool. So that'll go in there now. Alright, so that was scenario 4 Zola. No allies were removed and no players were engaged, so we don't have to write anything for that. That's all good to go. Hope you enjoyed the playthrough. Next time we will be taking on Red Skull and the finale of the Red Skull campaign, standard mode. So stay tuned for that. And until then, have a good one.